Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Keedex, part number K BXSGL NS, single lock box, no stop or guard, specific dimensions. First of all, this is a weldable gate box, typically what they're called a weldable lock box, a weldable gate box. It's going to be made of steel. They do make them in stainless and aluminum as well. This one is specifically steel. It is wipe coat galvanized, as you may be able to tell. It's got a reasonable amount of surface protection from oxidation. It's a simple creation conceptually. They basically take, two pieces of steel, punch them, shear it, punch it in the flat, put it into a press brake, and build it to this shape, and then weld this plate on the edge, and they get their... I don't know if they're spot welding it like this. I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. It's just a piece of steel that's been welded. Now the BX box SGL single hole NS no stop. Lots of I should say the more common gate boxes will have a protruding flange, so that when you have your wrought iron gate, which is just a tube, it'll have that ability to stop when it hits the jamb, okay? Because it has a stop built in. If you dropped the NS, you would literally have a typical item like the one that's shown in the photograph. Overall width of this box, 4 3/4, from the edge of the box to the center of the hole. Okay, that's very importantly 2 3/8. Okay, very typical and common to have a 2 3/8 back set in my experience on gate boxes, because you're putting slam style deadbolts onto it, whether it be the Schlage B250 series or Kwikset made. They still might make one, I don't recall. And there are knockoffs of those as well by import manufacturers, but the Schlage B250 is the one that we sell most often. In 2 3/8, that's going to be considered standard for that lock, even though 2 3/4 is certainly an option as well. But because everything is thinner, tube size, style size, everything is smaller on a wrought iron gate, which is really where you'd use this, 2 3/8 would be really normal. Overall height, 3.5. Thickness, so that's basically 1 5/8. So your 1 3/4 thick locks should have no problem working on this. But be mindful that it's 1 5/8 actual thickness. It has a couple of 832 drilled and tapped holes to receive your latch bolt, and that certainly looks like it's going to take 1 1/8 wide. Most definitely it will, by 2 1/4 inch tall. So your standard slam latch is going to work right inside of there. Weighs 0.96 pound. And we would call it a weldable gate box because you're going to see it used in wrought iron, custom fabricated barriers or fences or gates. But you'll see it also used in other installations. It could be in aluminum. You wouldn't use steel in aluminum, but you could do aluminum work. You might be building some sort of a custom steel door, and frankly, it's just less expensive to order this from a company who's already set up. They've got the knowledge, the material, the tooling to do it quickly and very economically. If you tried to, duplicate this in your shop, if you're a welder, you could certainly do it. What's your time worth per hour? So the logic is just to buy it from a company who makes not only this gate box, but 50 other variants of it. There's a link below this video to a document called Gatebox Catalog, which is very helpful because it will allow you to review all of that material. And while I'm loading that document, I would draw your attention to the cross-reference guide, which is very handy because it will allow you to search that by lock type. So if you know what lock set you're going to use, you can get over to the column of our box part number and find the Keedex part number for the gate box that you need to be ordering. Very helpful. Cut sheet is going to be there, which will give you the dimensional properties. It's a summary of what we've already gone over. that weldable gate box for me has loaded, and as you scroll through it, if you have more than an occasional need for this sort of material, I would encourage you to, at the very minimum, review what they do in terms of weldable gate boxes and its ancillary products. They'll make tubes so that you can't reach in through the gate and manipulate the knob to get through. They have a variety of other accessory items that will go along with this, such as boxes for electric strikes. Same sort of scenario. You know, if you need this for your slam latch, you might be putting an electric strike so that the tenant on the second floor can let the pizza guy in, that sort of thing. So that's very helpful. The rest of that catalog will get into even further related products like cylinder guards. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Keedex products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the Keedex K BXSGL NS, standard single gate box without a stop, or any other Keedex product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.